Good fights as well. Had an
Absolutely.
early stoppage, a three-round barn burner between two heavyweights. And we're on to the next.
Definitely very interested in seeing how this featherweight bout shakes up between Theo Mack, Theodore McClatchy, and Logan Sikuka style Sikuka. Both of these guys do have some experience here in the cage, so we're not seeing two rookies to the mix. Still, albeit very early within their amateur careers, but nonetheless, might see a little bit more of that seasoning that you didn't see maybe from some of the other guys in terms of the other competitors with the low blows. But again, that's so hard to control when you're in the heat of the moment.
Correct. Yeah, sometimes it just is an accident. Especially in that first fight, we saw a couple knees to the groin, and I feel like both of those were complete total accidents. We got Theo Mack coming out.
Theo Mack comes out of CES MMA, led to the octagon by Mike Sesnilovich. Now, for those of you who don't know or don't recognize the name, that is a name from MMA's glory days, the golden years, the passive MMA. He came up within the Miletich fight systems, is a student, still has Pat Miletich come through and do seminars every time that LFA comes through. So that's a guy who has the highest level of experience that you can have, has trained with some of the best of the best. Your Matt Hugheses of the world, your Jens Pulvers, your Tim Sylvias, everybody that you can remember from those times watching as a kid.
I love to think I'm a big MMA nerd, but Jordan, you impress me sometimes with some of the background knowledge, little tidbits of information that you got, man. I love it.
I try my best, Ben. I'm just a big fan of the game. I love this sport. I've loved it for a long time, and to really put it on the table there, some of the guys from the Miletich fight systems was who really ingratiated me as a fan of this game. Matt Hughes was one of my favorites as a kid. And, it's crazy to say that Mike was one of his routine training partners all the time. Fun fact, Mike says also is one of the early heel hook finishes and one of the, it's still a very rare submission in the UFC, but he's one of the few guys who has a heel hook finish in the octagon.
This is exactly the type of tidbits I was talking about.
Well, I'm glad to kick you some little knowledge there.
Hey, everybody too, man. We're all learning a little bit, I feel like. Now fighting out of the red corner, we got Logan Sikuka.
And both of these guys train in Colorado Springs, so a short trip down for them.
Logan with that real ominous music. Interesting. I like his pick.
It almost sounds like something from Disney Fantasia. I like it. That movie always scared the heck out of me as a kid. Can't tell you why, but it did.
He's icing Theo Mack right now. Oh, there's the beat drop. Okay.
Now, I will say this. I have never seen anybody have an entourage or a fan club at weigh-ins as much as Sikuka had yesterday.
Really?
He had a whole crew of guys that are with him taking pictures and everything. So shout out to all of his supporting cast because this is a big deal for these guys.
Of course. Yeah, you put in a lot of work, obviously. It's a huge night for them. This is their night. You make a lot of sacrifices to be here and to do this. And win or lose, should be something you should be proud of, to walk into the cage and throw down. Not everybody picks to go into a cage and fight in their underwear, so got to respect the guys that are willing to do that.
The ultimate respect for anybody who's willing to make the walk and put it all out there on the line. Just the process that you have to go through to get to this point. You're going through, multiple weeks of a training camp, the rigors of just your MMA training alone, on top of your strength and conditioning. And then all within that, depending on how much your cut is, you're starting to cut down your calories. So, everything starts to be affected by that. Your energy levels, your overall level of recovery in between sessions isn't going to be as efficient because you don't have as many nutrients within your body. There's a lot of stuff that comes into play, especially your irritability. So, shout out to all the wives and the husbands out there who have to put up with their fighter while they're going through fight camp, because I know that that's not an easy thing to do.
Agreed. Shout out to my girlfriend, Amber.
And a good pop for both guys from the crowd. Nice to see that they both had some fans travel down from the Colorado Springs area.
Exactly. I'm ready for this one. Featherweight is a good, fun weight class always.
You know, you very rarely see a dull matchup in the 145-pound class.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Oh, nice.
Good side kick right away by Theo Mack.
Opening up early. Again, no feeling out process. Right to it.
Now, Mack is the more experienced fighter coming in. This is his 5th bout, whereas
nice
it's only
Superman
the second.
Punch.
Ooh!
Looked like that rocked him a bit.
Very athletic Theo Mack in there. He's bouncing all over the place. He's throwing low side kicks. He is all over.
Ooh, nice takedown, though, by Logan. Oh, I'm not securing it quite yet. Good attempt.
Looking
Man,
for
there's that
inside
athleticism that you were just talking about by Theo Mack. Jeez. Logan gets him with that head and arm.
Finally gets him down there. Now we're starting to see if he's able to get inside of that, or we might very well see Theo Mack working his way out of the back right now.
Logan Sikuka got him in a precarious position there with the arm.
He's got a little bit of a bulldog choke action going on, but you know,
Trying to.
he's got a hold of the leg. Mack has a hold of Sikuka's left leg, or right leg, excuse me.
That's an interesting position.
Very interesting position. You know, he could have potentially looked to go for a throw there. Sikuka could have, if he would have been able to clear that leg and shoot that back. More of a judo style throw.
Theo Mack now with the body lock. Logan with his back up against the cage. Theo throwing a couple damaging shots to the head. Nice little knee to the body there.
Good head pressure as well by Theo Mack. But we have the 2-on-1 of the wrist right there from Sikuka, trying to break him off, and we have a break back to the center.
Nice spinning back at, looked like a back elbow almost.
Looked like a back elbow, but we know that's illegal. So hopefully that's to say that he was going for the fist. Yes.
Logan with a nice leaping overhand. Oh, there
was the fist, and he dropped him with that.
Landed that one.
I tell you what, I'm impressed so far right now by what I'm seeing from Theo Mack. He is a very, very athletic featherweight.
Yeah, he is very agile, and he throws with intent.
His balance within those spinning attacks, and he's pulling the Conor McGregor right there with the shoulder shuck right there into the fence post.
Right to the throat, too.
That cannot feel good.
I don't think he likes the throat shots.
And he
Passing
just
his
passed
guard
him
to
out.
full mount. Oh, but Logan with a nice reversal.
And what did you see there? Was he too high? Was he too loose when he was trying to take the back there? What went on? What led to that reversal?
I think Logan's big explosion at the hips, and just probably Theo a little bit tired, a little apprehensive to throw that extra energy to keep him down there. I think it also may have surprised him that he had that bit of energy left.
What a great first 3 rounds of action, or excuse me, first 3 minutes of action there in the first round. Who would you give that first round to if you had to guess?
Man, that was a really close round, back and forth. I think the better strikes probably went to Theo Mack, but I got to give it to Theo Mack, I guess, yeah.
I would have to agree, even though it was razor-thin margin between the two of them.
It was a close one.
You know, especially once you saw the roll reversal and the ability to establish position with the reversal from Sikuka at the very end.
Yeah, Logan finished on top, but like I said, those damaging strikes and kind of that spinning back fist, I think, got to give the slight edge to Theo Mack in that first round.
Right you are, Ben.
Theo Mack looks cool, calm. So does Logan. Round 2 underway.
One thing that you have to love about anything outside of the promotions that make you wear uniform style, apparel or garb or whatever you want to call it out to the cage is you get to see the character and you get to see some flair in some guys' outfits out here. I happen to love these Vale Tudo shorts that Theo Mack has on, that big gorilla on the side.
Nice little Superman punch, too. Yeah, it's funny you said that because I like, just as much as, you know, Theo's got his swag with the gorilla on there, I like Logan's swag with just coming out with the all black, long Century boxing shorts. Looks like he probably got them at Guard Brothers or something, but I love it. Real simple and plain.
That Mike Tyson look, just all black.
Theo Mack got Logan up against the cage, pressuring him.
Now it does look it does look like Sikuka
attempt.
is fairly fatigued. His
Agreed.
mouthpiece is hanging outside of his mouth. He's breathing with his mouth heavily. His abdomen is going in and out to to an uncomfortable level. If I'm standing in his corner, just to see, man, he looks like he is gassed.
And his hands are down, and now he's shooting for, looks like kind of a desperation attempt.
We might see a Darce. We're looking to see the initial stages of the setup. Nope, it looks like he's starting to go around toward the back.
Theo looking to take the back. He does, looking to get those hooks in, maybe some nice ground and pound there.
Finding the ear.
Logan trying to recover guard.
But, his knee is in a precarious position.
Oh,
we might see a
position.
Yep. Back to a 50-50.
Not a good position for Theo Mack right now.
No,
Definitely.
not at all.
If Logan knows what he is doing, this could be a... Oh. Theo
And
looks like
he's
he's out of it.
And it almost looks like Sikuka is so tired that he could just not hold it there.
Yeah, he just wants to hold on to the leg.
Because in all honesty, if we're being
Theo
fair,
Mack is
that wasn't the most
handling him now.
explosive escape. And now
Logan
with the
putting
ground
his
and pound.
mouthpiece back in.
Half guard with the knee shield. We're seeing Sikuka wear some damage from the bottom. Seeing some hammer fists coming down from Theo Mack. This might be close to over.
Referee taking a close look at the action. Talking to Logan. Letting him know he's got to move. He's got to get out of there. Theo Mack with these tough big strikes, and there it is.
Over.
There it is. Theo Mack victorious, second round TKO.
And hats off to referee Bobby Wambacher right there on top of the action, making sure that both of these guys stayed safe.
And they embrace there on the ground. Both guys exhausted. And another finish, another TKO tonight. And that does it for the preliminary card for tonight.
And interesting to see. Hopefully this is just an exhaustion situation. Yep, and yes, thankfully Sikuka is getting up.
He's
always want to make
tired.
sure that guys get off of the canvas on their own.
My man's just tired. A little shaken up, but for those of you who have never been in a fight, it's the most exhausting thing that you can possibly do. Win or lose, both guys you saw completely exhausted.
Yep, and he is completely exhausted. He just went back down to the canvas. And hopefully, like we say, hopefully that's due to exhaustion and that's not due to any damage or any blows that he might have worn throughout the contest. But we do have to tip our cap to Theo Mack. Theo Mack was impressive throughout the fight. You know, even though he may have let out that little bit of, exhausted gasp at the very end, I don't believe that his fitness was in question at all in this contest at all. If we were just taking a look at the abdominal cavity, you didn't see a huge expansion contraction from his rib cage. He looked like his breathing was in control throughout the contest. Even in between rounds, he didn't have a whole ton of heavy breaths between the first and the second.
Agreed. Theo Mack working on that cardio.
And with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Bobby Wambacher stops it at 2 minutes and 39 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by